16:05:14. I have heard from several other people, and I myself often get inspiration in the shower. So, for example, today, when I was going to the shower, already when I was taking off my 1001 pieces of clothes, wait a minute, before I put on music of Enigma in the bathroom, and then I started to put off my clothes, and that was more or less the moment when I got an idea what I've written already on my to-do list. The main idea is to open a separate YouTube channel with the name hashtag fuck your intellectual property Vanus Enigma, because I often had inspiration to create videos but I often felt I was afraid that they take down my channel because of copyright infringement, and now I'm just thinking of the last video on my channel, short videos, Vanus Enigma, with the title Coming Out, Cat Comedy, Satoshi Nakamoto Bitcoin, and the cat in the cage and the bird on top. And actually this is especially the feeling. I often complained about yeah, I would like to do things, but it's always that problem of intellectual property and copyright, which inhibits creativity and freedom of expression. Just now I was thinking about to make like a fashion show, maybe with music of Enigma and many other ideas. Looking on my to-do list right now, I've got on the top of my to-do list to write in the About section of my main YouTube channel, Vanus Enigma. I want to change the name of the channel to Vanus Enigma Video Mix Androgyny, but there are limits how often you can change the name. Right now I've got FTM as the abbreviation of female to male. I've got I studied this topic now for the last time very much, and yeah, and some more brainstorming ideas which I had under the shower. Actually, I just want to say a few words like brainstorming without thinking how to express the ideas, or the parable of Jesus on the virgins and the oil and Jesus as bride. So the church, a female, and just yesterday I listened to a video and somebody asked the man, and how is your other 50%? So it means like, and anyway, when God created men and women first, it was only Adam, and yeah, created Eve of Adam, or maybe vice versa. Which was first, the chicken or the egg? I think maybe it was the female first, and the male came out of the female, because not just, yeah, of course, the mother gives birth to a baby, and because they like to give justification why the female should submit to the male. And anyway, there's much manipulation, corruption in the selection of the books which come into the Bible, Gnostic Gospels and Old Testament stone women to death if there is no husband, if she gets pregnant, and so on. I should hurry now a little because today is Saturday, 14th of May 2016, and it's the Pride Parade Maspalomas aquí Gran Canaria. It starts, last year it started at 3 p.m. and this year at 5 p.m. and they started at Rio Palace, Avenida de Tirajana, and then to Jumbo Center. Blind English. 16:05:15. I'm just listening to a video, YouTube video of Hollywood with H instead of W. The title of the video is Kardashian Course on Bruce and Illuminati Androgynous Agenda, published on November 2015. It's really interesting. I want to remember to add a few screenshots of that video and just a few thoughts. Yesterday was 14th of May 2016 and was the Pride Parade, Pride Maspalomas in Gran Canaria. And these last years I like in this video, in my YouTube channel, short videos, Vanessa Nima, coming out, the cat enclosed in the cage and the bird on top. These last years I was very enclosing myself, didn't go out, and just a few exceptions in Carnival. Yesterday at night I went out to Jumbo Center, again Blind English, and in the daytime I feel quite very normal, but at night I feel like I feel more comfortable if I put on more a male clothes and have the appearance to be much more male. So this gives me much more. Actually, I had 3 hairs. Okay, like Homer Simpson, 3 hairs on the left, on the right. Actually, 6 hairs. I should edit that. I should create that small video which I made in Jumbo Center yesterday, showing my 3 hairs. But this is ridiculous. Now I found, I invented a new method of later I'll show you. This is just like some time before I like to wear a cap with like anyway, first I want to say I want to cut my hair very short, and these last years often in the summertime I cut my hair very short, and in the I let it grow almost till the beginning of next summer. So actually often I cut my hair only once a year, just before summer. So often when I went to Germany in summer, the people just know me with short hair anyway. No, actually what I wanted to say that some years before I often was wearing a cap with an artificial hair which is fixed on the cap, but now I found a better it's something similar, just to fix the advertisement for my YouTube channel, but with con tela, Espanol, mit Stoff in Deutsch. No, sorry, I should look up the word in English. I'm more accustomed to speak Spanish. Yeah, what I wanted to say, instead of artificial hair like wig, yeah, it's like una coleta in Espanol, Zopf in Deutsch, German, made of fabric clothing, and there I print on my advertisement for the YouTube channel Vanna's Enigma. By the way, I bought this como una I should make a photo of that. Mas Palomas Pride advertising, like, and with a whistle, like the whistleblower Edward Snowden, with the rainbow colors. What I actually wanted to say then, when I came home at night, especially at night, I feel since maybe 10 years now, remember I'm over 40, I really feel the difference of testosterone in my body. You know that the women, it diminishes very much the testosterone anyway. They have 7 times less than men in the blood, and anyway, if you are a little bit low in sugar, I try to eat healthy, but then if you long time you don't eat, and I don't want to drink, especially at night, I don't want to drink alcohol because it has a very bad effect on the sleep at night. So I really want to avoid to drink alcohol in the evening. And no, what I really want to say, come on now. I want to say I feel more comfortable wearing a male clothes and having a male appearance, especially if I go out at night or in dangerous situations, you understand? But in front of the camera, I can play innocent crypto kitty or sexy silly kitty. I have these different Twitter accounts, and I like to play with my voice. Remember the video voice and name on my YouTube channel, short videos and Vanna's Enigma? Innocent crypto kitty. Oh, I should really organize my to-do list, because it's very important to think about priorities. Now, first I should do some homework, wash all these dishes, make order, clean the house, and cut my hair. But now first I feel like, okay, first wash the dishes, because I always, the water goes strong. I get wet all the body because I hate it. You know, of anorexia, I have this always cold hand and feet, and then all these 1,001 clothes, and I get wet. I have to change my clothes after I wash my dishes. Do you understand? So this is normal. Normally, always I wait before I take the shower, and just before I wash the dishes, because then I have to change the clothes. Do you understand? This is like what I like most when my mother comes to visit me here, Gran Canaria. She helps me to wash the dishes. I hate washing the dishes. Oh, this is what I hate most, because I got wet, and then I have to wash change my clothes, and I feel cold, and because of this anorexia I have only bones and skin. You know, that's why I have bad circulation of the blood, and I have always cold hands and feet, and but I know that when you do this treatment of testosterone, that the circulation of the blood gets better. And anyway, my blood pressure is always under the basement, under the fucking basement. sorry for screaming, but it's the truth. Sorry, I have to express myself sometimes a little. I don't scare you with my real face. If you don't like my cat face, you can look at your butt in the mirror. Do you understand? I would like to always put the right image at the right moment. But it's very much work to edit all these videos. I just later I listen again to what my voice recording. Actually, now at the moment I'm recording, I'm walking up and down like a tiger in my apartment, and I look like I don't want to tell you. It's just some random clothes, because I often change my. Although I feel a little bit cold, I sweat under my arms and under my boobs, and this is TMI, too much information. And I have to, and especially my socks. I have to change my socks, although I have almost always cold feet. But if they get a little bit warm, I sweat immediately, and I have to change my socks, because then if they are, you see, this is consequence too, especially of anorexia. You know, when I was 12 years old, I fell into this fucking anorexia, because I was in the middle school, and I had always very good grades. I was like isolated. They just asked, what do you have? I have Eins. Eins in Germany is the best qualification. And I was like a geek, and I was isolated, and I wanted to suicide. You know, I felt really very bad and isolated, and then later I changed into gymnasium. By the way, I made A-level Abitur in Germany and Baden-Baden, where the first time the Obama official visit casino, Baden-Baden, by the way. So now it's 9:30 p.m. Sunday 15th of May 2016, and I'm sure there's still some fiesta in Jumbo Center aquí, Playa de Ingles, Gran Canaria. So I want to go out once again. Normally I don't like to go out in the evening or at the night. But this is too attractive now. And one more comment about androgyny. I feel like, no, I don't actually. Yeah, yes, I cut my hair today, but if I imagine I have started testosterone, I could imagine to go out with a wig and come back without the wig, because if I'm tired and low in sugar and I come back, I don't want to get bothered by anybody. So it's funny. I often, many years before, I often thought like, which clothes do I put on today? Today I feel like a woman. Now I feel like, and especially it depends very much on how the blood sugar. You know, you go for a walk and walk very long, and then on the halfway you start, oh, now I should really drink some juice or something. You're feeling, and then it's the moment, no, now it's the time is over, you don't bother me anymore because I feel weak, and that's the time when you put off the wig and put on the trousers. And don't look at me, because now I'm without testosterone, and I have the risk to get pregnant just by somebody looking at me. So don't look at me, okay? I just want to look. I only want to look, but you may not look at me, okay? Do you understand? Just now I remember my video mix number 112. Which I made, I think it was on Easter that day. A few people were on the street, and it was in the middle of the day. I made a big walk, beach and back. I was already tired, and I noticed that a man was spying very much on me, and I hate that people see where exactly I live, especially if they seem so suspicious. And then I waited outside, I waited till he disappeared, but he didn't disappear. Always from a distance he kept on spying on me. That's why I just said before, coming back as a man without the wig, and please nobody bother me and nobody follow me, because I'm very, very, I'd said it several times, very allergic that almost only men come without invitation to my door and start screaming and banging on my door. And I still have big desire to throw the phone out of the window into the swimming pool. By the way, I seriously want to sell my apartment here, Gran Canaria, because I want to invest in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, flat earth coin, Tierra Plana coin, invitation to community on Twitter. Yeah, the reason I didn't sell, alright, because I have many other priorities, and only few times I have a good order in my house, so I can invite people. So I admit I watch a lot of YouTube videos lately, especially about androgyny. And sometimes I just want to listen to music, and one style of music I like very much, which combines the male and female, is a chill step. It's a combination of dubstep and chill out. So and then no, this was still when I typed in androgyny, I found one video drag queen in combination to that topic. And actually now many years, as you know, I'm living here Gran Canaria, very near the Jumbo Center, and anyway most of my life I've been working as stripper, although many years I still since the death of my father I stopped working there. Since then I got actually what I'm doing now these last years I almost hate. That's why I said often I feel always like I want to throw the phone out of the window, because I just honestly I make my money just answering the phone and nothing else. No bed sport, no, okay, sometimes maybe go 2 times per year, maybe go out to eat dinner or maybe lunch, or make one excursion in Gran Canaria. But nothing else, because anyway I told him, oh, I prefer to speak English or Spanish, and anyway I hate the German dialect. Dialektstecher, Dialekt sprechen, Dialekt stechen. Another rhyme, Deutsch sprechen, Dialekt stechen. You understand? Sprechen means speak, and stechen is a word which rhymes with the German word to speak. Sprechen, stechen. No, what I actually want to say, that I feel like going in direction of drag queen, because I feel in the body I feel very male, but I still like I really like to dance, and if now yesterday again and the other day I feel like I'm the okay, this is very funny, but I feel like I'm the best dancer. Okay, sometimes, not always, but when I have my moments I feel much more comfortable dancing in front of the camera than talking in front of the camera, because talking I speak too much truth, in my opinion, and the truth, people don't want to hear the truth, you know, about Illuminati, about the Bible, about so many things, conspiracies, about flat earth, tierra plana. I don't want to talk in front of the camera, you understand? I'm sorry, but it's too much, topics are very controversial. I prefer to dance in front of the camera, or okay, maybe as soul confiscator, like a devil's advocate, to scare people about the truth and make them angry about their tax money, their fucking tax money, what they are financing the wars, to create a disorder, to introduce the New World Order, depopulation agenda. They should be happy. I don't have the desire to create many babies. They should be happy with me. Look at the Georgia Guidestones, which actually there are some good rules, but in the end it's a depopulation agenda. Anyway, and now at the moment I typed in a drag queen in YouTube, and I'm watching many videos about that topic because I feel like going into that direction. Anyway, the mastectomy I want to do first. I have many reasons, but the first reason is to avoid breast cancer. And I hope to get soon on testosterone, but it seems very complicated because I bought the flight already to Germany, and before this goes all very, very slowly. First you have to wait till they phone you from mental health, the Salud Mental aquí Gran Canaria, and if it's a state system it goes very, very slowly. So actually I think anyway my mom wants me to go there, and anyway I want to sell the apartment, so I think I have more help in Germany. But anyway, first I have to make to get into the German system and the Illuminati system. Because now I have only emergency services in Germany. If I can only stay up to 3 months, because I'm in the Spanish system here. Although I'm born in Germany, yeah, that's the way things are. Okay, let me see to find the right words to explain myself. I really like to create videos this way, with the voice recorder, and later I listen again to what I said, and if I have an idea for some images, then I add them, and then I create a little slideshow, which is often more or less between 3 or 5 minutes, and then in the video editor I repeat this slideshow, then I add the voice recording. Yeah, this is how I create my videos this way. But when it comes to, of course, I understand people want to see your face, but I don't like to talk in front of the camera. You understand? Because I think really I talk too much truth, and the people, it's too direct. And anyway, when I'm doing these voice recordings, I'm often wearing some random clothes, or I'm in the night when I'm in bed, I can't sleep, or just this is not the moment to show my... yeah, you understand what I mean. But as I said before, many years I've been working as stripper, and I feel like going in direction of drag queen. I like to get dressed up sometimes and make some strange, weird experiments with clothes, some new creations of fashion. Before too, I often worked with a sewing machine. If I have an idea to create, for example, now the cap, the advertisement for my YouTube channel, I've never seen, I don't remember having seen this idea anywhere, and it combines like a type of, now I have the almost very, about 3 or 4 centimeters short hair, yeah, about 3 centimeters, later you see. But anyway, I always like to hide under my cap, and with these sunglasses, more or less transparent. And yeah, when it comes to the moment to show my face on camera, I prefer like in a dancing way, like the drag queens. But anyway, I really like to create videos. This is actually Yeah, my number one favorite thing to do if people ask me to explain myself. By the way, I just read a tweet on Twitter, of course. Gets shot by accident. Hashtag written together. Too female. So it seems like you have to be more male. You can't be very female, so you get shot. There's so much hate in the world. Incredible. It's sad but true. On the streets there's very much hate and discrimination. So in normal life it's better to be like a male, especially when you get home and people spy on you where you live, just on camera, in a safe place you can be yourself and be a drag queen or whatever you want to be. 16:05:17. Thinking about my Twitter profile, Soul Confiscator Cat. The profile picture is still the same, and the name of course, and username. But now I think I have discovered a very important hashtag in that profile, which is hashtag drag queen. And for me as an FTM, it's much more easy. I don't have to buy much female clothes because I've got it already. I have very much experience in playing the female actress. This is how I was feeling actually for all my life, since about 12 years old. Till 12 I were on only trousers, and then I fell into that anorexia. Very dangerous. I almost died, and suicidal thoughts. Anyway, and playing this fictional character of Soul Confiscator, creepy comedy, I think it's much more easy, or it's better to, if you want to say some quite bitter truth, it's better digestible with mixed with some comedy. Hashtag devil's advocate, sarcasm. But when it comes to the clothing, and I have still high heel shoes and boots, but I don't like to wear them because when I was 4 or 5 years old, I stepped into a sting walking barefoot near the garden, a sting, and the piece of that sting all my life stayed in that feet and around. It formed one corn, and I made many treatments, but it's still, especially if I wear a little bit higher shoes, a little bit longer, this gives me much problem. I need to write this problem more higher on my to-do list, because sometimes I would really like to wear these high heels working as a drag queen. I really hope that soon I have the permission to take testosterone, because now I stopped taking the pill more than 20 years, because especially that I know that it lowers the testosterone even more, and all my life I was very much afraid to get pregnant, although I don't have any relationship. And now especially I feel like I don't want to see anybody, I'm referring especially to men, because I said to one neighbor, don't look at me, even if the men look at me I can get pregnant. A little exaggerated, but this is how I feel, you know. So and I know I'm not the only one having so much fear of pregnancy. Just the other day I saw a video, one FTM, he said, yeah, he made already surgery, his hysterectomy, and said he always had nightmares of getting pregnant. It's funny, the other day I made a video, I didn't know exactly the word in English, because, you know, my mother language is German, and I'm more accustomed to speak Spanish, aquí Gran Canaria. But yeah, well, actually what I want to say, I said, I used the word, oh, it's so embarrassing to make like one little mistake, and it's curious because in Espanol, embarazo means pregnancy. It's like if you get already pregnant for just this mistake, you know. It makes you pregnant. Yeah, because it draws more attention to you, and all this attention makes you pregnant. It's like the looks, when one man looks you, you are a woman, and you get pregnant just from that look. Eve of Adam, or maybe vice versa. Which was first, the chicken or the egg? I think maybe it was the female first, and the male came out of the female, because not just, yeah, of course, the mother gives birth to a baby, and because they like to give justification why the female should submit to the male. And anyway, there's much manipulation, corruption, in the selection of the books which come into the Bible. Gnostic Gospels and Old Testament stone women to death if there is no husband, if she gets pregnant, and so on. I should hurry now a little, because today is Saturday, 14th of May 2016, and it's the Pride Parade Maspalomas aquí Gran Canaria. It starts, last year it started at 3 p.m. and this year at 5 p.m. and they start at Rio Palace, Avenida de Tirajana, and then to Jumbo Center. Bleibt Inglés.
16:05:15. I'm just listening to a YouTube video of Hollywood with H instead of W. The title of the video is Kardashian Course on Bruce and Illuminati Androgynous Agenda, published on November 2015. It's really interesting. I want to remember to add a few screenshots of that video, and just a few thoughts. Yesterday was 14th of May 2016, and was the Pride Parade. Pride Mas Palomas in Gran Canaria, and these last years I like in this video, short in my and now I'm just thinking of the last video on my channel, short video, Svanes Enigma, with the title Coming Out Cat Comedy, Satoshi Nakamoto Bitcoin, and the cat in the cage and the bird on top. And actually this is especially the feeling I was long time. I often complained about yeah, I would like to do things, but it's always that problem of intellectual property and copyright, which inhibits creativity and freedom of expression. Just now I was thinking about to make like a fashion show, maybe, with music of Enigma and many other ideas. Looking on my to-do list right now, I've got on the top of my to-do list to write in the About section of my main YouTube channel, Svanes Enigma. I want to change the name. 16:05:14. I have heard from several other people, and I myself often get inspiration in the shower. So for example, today when I was going to the shower, already when I was taking off my 1001 pieces of clothes. Wait a minute. Before I put on music of Enigma in the bathroom, and then I started to put off my clothes, and that was more or less the moment when I got an idea what I've written already on my to-do list. The main idea is to open a separate YouTube channel with the name hashtag Fuck Your Intellectual Property Svanes Enigma, because I often had inspiration to create videos but I often felt I was afraid that they take down my channel because of copyright infringement of the channel to Svanes Enigma Video Mix. Androgyny, but there are limits how often you can change the name. Right now I've got FTM as the abbreviation of female to male. I've got
I studied this topic now for the last time very much, and yeah, and some more brainstorming ideas which I had under the shower. Actually, I just want to say a few words like brainstorming without thinking how to express the ideas, or the parable of Jesus on the virgins and the oil and Jesus as bride, so that church, a female, and just yesterday I listened to a video and somebody asked the men, and how is your other 50%? So it means like, and anyway, when God created men and women first, it was only Adam, and yeah, created